I think another reason why these companies keep trying to change established series and make them for broader appeal, I think the other motive behind it is so that they don't have to work as hard. It's easier to do that than to actually come up with something great. It's a lazy approach. You're treating your series like crap. It's laziness. It's a laziness. And if you love your series and have passion for it, then you're not supposed to be lazy with it. Then that means you don't love it. Then that means you're not caring for it. Then it means you're not doing right by it. You have to care about it. If you really are a fan, then you can't be lazy with it. Maybe you can be a tiny bit lazy here and there because it's hard work making this shit. But you don't make the whole thing lazy, and then you involve all these people that are just in it for the money. All these writers and people, the corporate people, they're just in it for making cash because, we know this works for them. And it's like, no. Maybe the problem is that all these series that we used to love that they keep changing, maybe we've given them too much money. We've given them too much money, and now these companies that own them, they just care about the money now. Now it's no longer about the passion for the series, and that's unfortunate because there's all these great ideas you could do with the same established series that are not utilized well because money got to their heads. It just shouldn't be that way. You always hear all these stories back in the day about these rebels that were starving artists, and like George Lucas and all these other people, they were just kicking some dust and they had this passionate idea. Then they became millionaires, and it seems like these companies these days, ever since the 2010s, these companies are trying to weed out the artsy people. They're trying to weed out the passionate people and replace them with corporate entities. And replace them with those people to create the series now, instead of the people that were passionate. Like, anytime you are passionate about a series, the last thing you should think about is money. Once the whole idea is complete and you love it and it means something, then you can involve some money. But the initial concept should always come from just you and your imagination and sitting there without any money, without any of that shit. And that's how you create a down-to-earth series that people can relate to. Not what they're saying you should relate to. And with these new changes they make to established series like Star Wars, what they're trying to do is condition the public into accepting that this is what the series always was, or this is what it is now. Yes, public, don't work too hard. You don't have to be too passionate. It's just all cool. It doesn't matter how good it is. It's cool. It's Star Wars. Who gives a shit? And it's like, no, that doesn't work. It works on people that were never fans of Star Wars, but for all the people that knew what Star Wars was, or whatever series it is that changed and is now shitty, everyone knows what's really going on. And what it's doing is it's diluting our culture. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about actually ties into the other things I was talking about. It's similar. It's in the same playground. They just announced this new trailer for this new shitty Rabbids game, but Rayman's in it. And he looks amazing in it, but as a Rayman fan, I'm pissed off because it's still disrespecting the character of Rayman because these fucking Rabbids characters destroyed Rayman's series. And it became all about them, and it really fucking makes me angry because I fucking hate the Rabbids, and this is Rayman we're talking about. He's a video game legend. And, I was reading this one comment that said, it's disrespectful what they're doing to Rayman. And this other person commented and said, disrespectful, he's a video game character, LOL. And it's like, I get where that person's coming from, that I understand what that person means when they say that. Like, yes, I know it's technically a video game character, right? It's not a real human being, right? So how could you disrespect it? But the problem, why that person is wrong, the problem with it, that comment, is that this person fails to understand that these series mean things to people. These series touch people's lives and influence people's lives and help give people's lives meaning and inspire people. When you grow up with a character, a cartoon character, that it's not just a character that a company owns. It's not just a cartoon character. You grow up with the character becomes part of your personality. It becomes part of your spirit. It touches you on a deep human level because it's created by passionate people, and now those passionate people have influenced you to become passionate. So, heroic characters especially, they're relatable to people because it's like you're going on the journey with the character, whether it's a video game or a movie. You're on the journey with them. So you feel all of their emotions as a character. So the character, it's like spiritually in you. So it's not just a game character. So, when someone says, oh, they're disrespecting the character, it's like, yeah, you're you're not honoring the character that people cared so much about and gave so much passion for in the past. Now you're treating him like a dollar sign, or her, whatever character it is. Laura Croft, whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So that's why the person that made that comment is wrong. And it's comments like that that allow these companies to be like, they're just dollar signs. People don't really care about Rayman that much anymore, right? Wrong. It's just like Gex, and Crash Bandicoot, and Spyro the Dragon, and all these other cartoon characters. People still care about these characters. The fans never went anywhere. Never went anywhere. The problem is these companies. These companies don't care. And, Rayman in this new game, it is disrespectful to him because he's just a bit player in the game. After all this time, it's not a new Rayman game. It's another fucking Rabbids game. This is horseshit. Now, what that makes me think, that comment that person left, what it makes me think is that there's people in this world that are more corporate, and there's people in this world that are more like imagination. And I'm in the imagination camp. If you're in the corporate camp and you just view everything about money, then that's fine. But just apply it to things that people aren't passionate about, like 7-Eleven or stocks or a paper company or something. Like just regular shit that's boring, that people don't really have a passion for. It's just shit we need for the world. Apply just the corporate shit to that. Stop applying it. Don't apply it to like imagination shit, like stories and comics and video games and movies. Don't apply it to that. It doesn't belong in that camp. We don't need other people that aren't fans of things to ruin and represent the fan base of people that loved the series and built it up to what it became. Thank you for watching this video so very much. I hope you agree with me. Have a fantastic day and a fantastic week, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.